How to learn to speak English. I will share today 5 tips how to improve your English and how to make sure that your growth in English language is as fast as possible. I didn't speak English 5 years ago, and I know that when I used those 5 tips for myself, I improved my English in a really fast pace. So let's get back to the to get story where I came from. So I'm Lithuanian, and of course I speak Lithuanian language. And 5 years ago, before coming to Canada, that's where I started learning English. My English was very poor because I was studying finance and accounting, and there I learned business English. So I knew a little bit English, and I used to watch movies in English to understand a little bit more because I knew that I will one day I will move outside of my country and I needed to understand a little bit of English. So that was a basic understanding of English. And when I said to my friends that I'm moving to Canada without English, they called me crazy, but I just wanted to change. So when I came to Canada, I started working in a warehouse just to learn a little bit English because I was not able to communicate. I was not able to go into finance right away because that's my field. And after I learned a little bit, after a few months, I moved to life insurance agency to work as a sales representative because I wanted to put myself out there in front of people to speak as much as I can. And first thing what I did to really improve my English was I started reading books in English. And it was a very good decision because the first book I read probably in a month because I was constantly looking at dictionary and it took forever to finish that book. But after that, it got easier and easier, and I started to learn vocabulary and how the sentences are put together, and I was able to find the ways how I could put those words together and say something back to people. So, second thing that really helped me was that I decided to attend a lot of different meetups or network events, but those events needs to be where a lot of speaking are included, not watching something or exploring something. That means I used to be able to sit in front of people and share my thoughts. And I know that at the beginning, the first few months, I was listening and not saying anything because I was not able to. But after a while, people used to ask me questions, and it took me forever to answer it. And because I had a very thick accent, people used to ask the same thing 3 or 5 sometimes times. But after a while, it became better and better. People started to understand more and more, and I was able to communicate and participate in conversations more and more. Now, number three tip is that we need to be okay making a lot of mistakes because a lot of times I have heard a lot of people do not speak English because they want to be perfect and they need to know exactly how what you need to say, but that's never happened. The more you make mistakes, the better you get. So that means you need to learn and be comfortable making a lot of mistakes. Now, number four is put yourself out of your common language as often as possible. So I'm Lithuanian, and so when I moved to Canada, I lived with Lithuanians, and I used in a household at home Lithuanian language, and that's why I didn't improve my language, improved English language for the first 9 months. But when I moved out and started living with English speaking people, I started to learn total different vocabulary because for 9 months I didn't know what means spoon and or any other small words because I never used it. And it's interesting because I said that I was studying finance and accounting and I was studying English, business English. I knew what is accruals and financial statements, but I didn't know what means chopsticks and spoon. And this, when I used to go to speak with clients about the business, I was able to communicate with them. But when I need to speak about day-to-day life, I was not able to communicate. So they used to find it weird that I'm learn business language first, then day-to-day um, um, communication. I remember first time when I came to Canada and went to a restaurant and a server asked me, "Do you want fork or chopstick?" I didn't know what chopsticks mean, so I said fork because that's the only thing that I knew. So I came from very humble beginnings in English language. So I would love to share the number 5 tip, and that's is basically listening as many seminars in English as possible. That could be your topic, your field, and it could be total different field because the more you listen how other people use their language, English language, at this point, the better you're able to understand and put those words together and share as well. So I know that for me it helped, and I know that for you it could help as well. So first thing, Five tips are starting that we need to read a lot of books, we need to attend a lot of networking events, uh, we need to make a lot of mistakes, we need to put ourselves out of our common language, and we need to listen to a lot of seminars. And I truly believe that you can improve English and be advanced in quite short term. Because when I say that I learned English in 5 years, a lot of times people start not to believe because people say that I supposed to have some kind of English before to be able to communicate English as I communicate now.